because I'm a bitch, he will refund me tonight.
Stop lying. I will take care of this. Baby, I will take care of this.
Do it!
What you're doing right now is going to prolong. You're disturbing the peace right now. That's what you're doing. And if you really want to go get to see your kids, you do anything possible to go see those kids.
Jose is doing this, a fucking diva is doing this.
Hey, we'll handle this, all right? We'll handle this.
Help! Jose, the fucking diva.
On September 9th, 2023, a woman caused a major scene at Orlando International Airport. She was trying to get on a Southwest Airlines flight to Houston, but she had already missed it. The airline staff told her she could not board because the flight was closed and there were no more seats.
Hello. How you doing?
Is it top?
This young lady's being denied boarding for her intox and unruly.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to.
I'll talk to you in a minute. I'll talk to him first.
I offered her to rebook her, and
No,
she
you
said,
didn't.
I just said I'm going to talk to him first, and I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Relax.
I offered to rebook her, and she just went off. So I denied her boarding. She's not going.
Okay, but are you going to rebook it for tomorrow?
No.
So you don't want to do business with her?
I mean, there's no flight. There's no seats to Houston anyway.
All right, so are you going to refund her?
I told her I would refund her.
Is there any flight that has 2 seats available?
The woman had already been delayed the day before because of bad weather, and she was clearly tired and frustrated. She was told there were no more flights to Houston that night. Still, she refused to accept that answer. The woman looked like she had been drinking, which made things worse. The staff tried to explain the situation, but she got louder and more aggressive. They called airport police for help. When the officers arrived, they found her in a heated argument with the airline workers. She claimed she had not been helped and that she was being treated unfairly. The staff told the officers they had tried to help her earlier and even offered to rebook her, but she refused.
What's the best option for tomorrow with 2 seats?
I need to go home to my kids tonight.
Can you just calm her down?
I asked.
We got delayed because of Southwest last night.
Is there any flight that has 2
And he says because I'm a bitch, he will
I
refund
never
me
said that.
tonight.
Stop lying. I never said that.
Let's keep it up.
Then book me tonight.
There's no other flights. There's no flights.
I'm sorry.
The officers asked her to calm down. She kept saying she had to go home to see her kids. Her emotional state made it hard for the officers to reason with her. She would not leave the counter and kept blaming the airline for her troubles. The officers repeated that there were no more flights and she would have to wait until the next day. She ignored this and insisted they were lying or hiding seats. Even when the officers tried to offer other solutions, like looking for flights with other airlines or staying at a hotel, she kept refusing. She said she had already waited 50 hours and could not stay any longer. Her behavior drew more attention from other people at the airport. She made personal comments about staff and claimed everyone was against her.
Are you ready to come see how he talks to me
but just go over there.
as a customer?
Just go over there.
Let's reset.
No, I'll stay here.
Listen. Listen to me. That actually twice already. Bring her over there, have her air out,
Listen.
and then you deal with her.
I got kids. I gotta get the home.
Okay, but go over there. They're not gonna
Like,
do business with you. Wait, when you're talking like
All
that.
that has to happen. All that has to happen is a transaction. Come over here.
Can I talk to you over here? I want to hear you, sir. I want to hear you, sir.
I'll tell you right here. I'll tell you right here. I will tell you right here.
Listen,
Let's talk. We're companion pass people. We have over $100,000 on this airline.
man, listen to me. You need to calm down because you gotta
You're
get-
right. I can't. I can't calm down. I don't get. And I need to go home. This is the second fucking day.
We'll get there.
This is the second day this airline is. Get us home.
I'll get
Get us home.
I will get
Don't
it.
fucking touch me.
I will
Get us home.
I will get us home.
This is the second.
My
This is
job.
the 48th. This is the 50th
My
hour.
job.
I've been away.
My
Just
job.
Turn around.
My job.
Get it done.
My job. I will.
When the police arrived, they tried to handle the situation carefully. One officer spoke to the woman's husband or partner, hoping he could calm her down. The man tried his best, but she didn't listen. She kept repeating the same thing. She had to go home and see her kids. The officers warned her that if she didn't calm down, she could be removed from the airport. She still didn't stop. Her voice kept getting louder. At this point, about 10 to 15 minutes had passed since the officers first arrived. They explained that she was disturbing the peace. She had already been at the airport for over 2 days and was clearly under stress. Still, the officers gave her another chance. They asked her to take a step back, think about her next steps, and figure out another plan. But she ignored them again. She kept talking about how unfair everything was and how the airline didn't care. She kept blaming others, especially the airline staff. The officers reminded her that they were just trying to help, but she made it hard. She wouldn't listen, wouldn't leave, and wouldn't accept any other plan.
Look, honey, I will take care of this. Baby, I will take care of this.
Do it!
I got it. I got it.
Do it!
I got it. Let's step up there and let's do it. Let's do it. We got this. We got this. We got
Do
this.
it!
We got
I
this.
have.
No. Stop.
I'm not touching you. Go home.
Stop. I got this.
At this point, you're causing a disturbance.
I am.
You're disturbing the peace.
No, I am.
Listen,
You're right. No, I am.
Listen, if you continue with this behavior, the airport authority is going to trespass you from the
I
airport.
want
And
to
you're
go
going
home.
listen.
The police made one more attempt to calm the woman down. They went back to her partner and asked him again to help take her away from the counter. He tried to speak to her gently and convince her to leave, but it didn't work. She kept arguing. She said the airline didn't care and that the staff had disrespected her. The officers reminded her again that they were all just doing their job. The woman was told very clearly she had to leave the airport or she would be arrested. She ignored that warning. She kept shouting, blaming everyone around her, and saying she would not leave until she was put on a flight.
I would like to officially file a restraining order on Mr. Jose.
The expiration date.
You're right.
1 year.
1 year?
Yes, 1 year.
Don't go back over there.
We can't go to this
Don't,
airport.
do not go
I
back
don't
over
have
there.
anything.
Go back over there. Listen to me. You're done. Now you gotta leave the airport. You have to leave the airport now. You've been trespassed. I'm asking you to leave the airport. If you don't leave, you're gonna be subject to arrest. I'm giving you one warning. That's it. It's over. Find another airline, and that's it.
Finally, the officers gave her one last warning. They told her she had officially been trespassed from the airport. This meant she was no longer allowed to be there. She had to leave immediately. If she didn't go, she would be arrested. She still didn't accept this. She even asked if she could file a restraining order against the airline employee who denied her boarding. The officers didn't answer that request and repeated she needed to leave. She kept saying she had nowhere to go. She insisted that her only option was to get on a plane right now, but that wasn't going to happen.
It's been 2 days. I haven't been home with my kids because of Southwest. I'm just trying to go home.
Go to Mike and Colleen's right now.
How are you gonna go home?
They live in Fort Lauderdale.
I know, we can't get Houston.
They live in Fort Lauderdale. There's 2 hours
We
away.
can't get there.
I'm 2 hours away from my kids.
Can't get there. It's impossible. It's impossible.
I'm not going to Fort Lauderdale. Just 2 hours the wrong way.
But there's an airport there.
Shut the f up.
There's an airport there.
Are you
Shut
gonna
up.
There's
Are
an
you gonna
airport
leave?
there. There's an airport there.
Are
I'm
you
trying to
leaving?
go home.
I know, there's an airport.
Her partner again tried to step in, but she would not listen. She kept asking why no one was listening to her. One officer responded, saying it was because she wasn't listening to them. That simple answer said a lot about the whole situation. After more back and forth arguments, the officers made the final call. They told her she was now being arrested. The woman broke down and started crying. She said all she wanted was to go home and see her children. The officers reminded her that she had been warned many times. This could have been avoided. Even then, she still tried to talk her way out. She asked them to let her go. She begged them not to arrest her. The officers told her it was too late. She had refused to leave and ignored every chance they gave her. She now had to deal with the result of her actions.
Well, you're not gonna see him tonight. Let me see another.
You're right, it's gonna be 48 hours.
You won't see your kids. It's not gonna be tonight. Just hold on to it. I'm gonna get my car.
The officers put her in handcuffs. Her partner stood by looking helpless. The woman kept crying and repeating that she didn't do anything wrong, but she had stayed after being told to leave, and that was enough for the police to take action.
My job is going to go above and beyond, try to help you guys find another airline or another way to be able to get home. And instead, you wanted to argue with the Southwest, who was not going to help you today.
I'm not Southwest. I didn't argue with
I said
anybody.
you were arguing with Southwest. You were arguing with the manager.
Who's your manager?
The person you were speaking with.
Who?
Jose. The one you're so mad at.
Dude, he was like, oh, I ain't gonna try to talk to you. He called me a f***ing bitch. Do you know that? He called me a He called me a high maintenance bitch.
After the woman was arrested and taken out of the airport, she was still very emotional. Her partner tried to calm her down again, but she was crying and saying that the whole thing was unfair. She said she was being punished just for trying to go home. The officers reminded her again that she had refused every chance they gave her. She kept fighting back, even while being led to the police car. The officers told her she needed to stop resisting, or things would get worse. She was finally placed into the back seat of the police car. As the door closed, she began crying even harder.
You want to have a seat right here? You can have a seat right here. Come on. Crazy baby.
Get off me! I want to go see my kids! I want to see my children! In Texas! Let go of me! I want to see my children!
The officers told her calmly that this could have all been avoided. They said if she had just stepped aside or accepted the rebooking, she wouldn't be in this situation. She had many chances. They had given her warnings, advice, and options. But she didn't take any of them. Now, whatever your thoughts are, just write them down below, and while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well.